Welcome back to City Girl with Country Roots, where we grow everything with patience and love. As I promised you all, I would bring you back so you can see how I've cleaned up the beds and everything. You see that I've actually taken time now to cut back that lemon balm like was in the original video that I released the other day. So there it is. And remember I was saying lemon balm was like mint. See how it's just growing all through there. So I probably definitely have to get in there and get some of that out of there. And then over here is this bed right here. Remember I told you last year we grew a purple kohlrabi. And once again, this too is surrounded by all that lemon balm, even on the outside of the bed. But yeah, so we grew the purple kohlrabi in this one. I didn't really grow too much more other than the purple kohlrabi in that one. Excuse me, guys. But over here in this bed, of course, we had the lemon balm. We had cucumbers, because remember I was saying about that trellis. And then I also grew sweet potatoes in this bed, as well as I had a couple of like pepper plants right there. So you can really make your beds work out. In this particular bed, anyway, it's like a 4 foot by 8 foot bed. So it's a pretty long and decent bed. Remember I told you I would end up, excuse me, live in Kentucky, you have all these wonderful allergies. So, and with everything else, remember this was my asparagus crowns and all that. But the thing I would like to show you is, look right there. Look at these beautiful crowns that are coming in now. So yes, just beautiful. Look, here's another one. So I still got to get in here and fertilize all of that. But yeah, these are my asparagus. So I took away the old asparagus so I can make new way for the new asparagus. And so these are still some of my strawberry plants. But of course, asparagus and strawberries make great for good companion planting. So I said I still need to get in here and throw a little fertilizer. Everything's been a little bit slower than what I normally was hoping for again. Between the weather and like even now, we're scheduled to get like a whole nother several days of rain. So between the snow, then the rain, of course, here are still my cheater plants. And then my 3x3 bed here. Then here's all the stuff that I took down. We got to get that to the composter as well as to the other part of the recyclables. And remember, this was the trellis that was covered in all those green bean plants. And see, now it's good and clean. So, and back here, last year I had grown in this bed the green beans and peas at first. But I also had grown a ton of spinach through here. And then when the spinach, we pull that out, that's when I turned around and then planted like some of my tomatoes. And I also grew beets. So I had like peas at first and beets and spinach. And then I turned around, got the peas and the beets and spinach out, and then just grew, the green beans up on here. And then turned around and grew like, I think it was about 8 tomato plants in this particular bed. I believe in trying to maximize as much as I can and still keeping it pretty good. Well, hello, Asher. Yes, I have wonderful fur babies that like to run through my gardens. And also, remember in this bed, I was telling you that I had also grown basically what's called the nightshades, which was like your peppers, is your tomatoes, it'll be your eggplants. But what I forgot to tell you, that over in that corner over there, I also put in some okra plants. So I had a couple of okra plants. I had 2 tomato plants. And then I had some pepper plants. And then, of course, in the last video, I was telling you about my oregano. Because remember, I tell you that it is seasonal. Here was a perennial here in Kentucky. I'm sorry. It's perennial. Correct, the seasonal. So once I cut all of that back. And so now you can actually see that really good. And everything. I still have to work on my container garden right there. But I did get the little raised bed garden together. And let's see if we can do a little shot of it. So those beds over there were overgrown too. and that's over there. I have some more balm, and I also have some more majorum over in that bed, which is here in Kentucky. That too is a perennial as well. And then over here, of course, it says my little cheater plant, and that's my sage from last year. And it's perennial too, so it's dried, but yeah, I got new. And it's just I gotta get out here and really get some of this stuff redone. I was really hoping that the weather will cooperate a little bit more than what it has. But, you know, it is what it is. I mean, all things come in due time. Maybe not your time, but definitely in due time. And as I said, we grow everything with our patience and with love. So I'm not going to stress over it. But I did promise you all that I would come back and show you kind of like what the garden is looking like, especially after I got the beds cleaned out. And once again, here's all of that I cleaned out from these few beds. And as I said, you saw that over there. So we'll take and just put all of that in, you know, as I said, like the composters. We also are fortunate to have what's called yard waste day. So anything that I don't necessarily want to keep here to compost in my wonderful composter over there. I have two of those big black composters. Then I take and do it for yard waste because they take and actually take it somewhere for, you know, to kind of like recompost it. So, and you can only put yard waste. You can't put in nothing else. You can't put no plastics, no nothing. It has to be literally like leaves, you know, dead plants, stuff like that. So, but as I said, I thought I'd come out and give you this wonderful little evening garden tour so that you can see kind of like where we are heading and everything. So I hope this gives you some form of inspiration. I said we all have in general what we think that we're going to do, and you can lay out your plans, and then you may think, okay, hey, why is this not going the way I wanted to go? But trust me, everything happens in due time when it is time, and it's never ever too late. So just hang in there. And I hope that my video gives you some form of inspiration that you don't have to necessarily be perfect. You just get out there and just do it. And you do it, you know, when you can and how you can. And there you go. So I hope that you have liked this quick little video. Please remember to like, subscribe, and ring that bell. And, you know, and what you could do too to kind of help my channel start to grow is, if you don't mind, please share and follow on this. If you want to, you can also follow me on Instagram, which is City Girl with Country Roots, as well as on Facebook, same name, City Girl with Country Roots. Until the next video, bye.